Ladies and gentlemen, how are we feeling in the audience? You guys feel all right? Welcome to Kraken's Cove. My name's Kevin. Everybody say hi to me. All my friends in one room. I love it. This is absolutely awesome. What do you guys think of Dana Osborne playing music for the last time? You know, he's here every Thursday like clockwork from 6 to 9. So make sure you guys come out and check out Dana. And you won't be disappointed like you were tonight. Okay? Hey, it's a comedy show for crying. I'm kidding, Dana. We love you around here. Ladies and gentlemen, all the way from Seattle, I'd like to introduce our very first comic tonight. Please, clap your hands, stomp your feet, make a bunch of noise for Bruce Detour.
Thank you. Give it up one more time for Kevin Collins, your host of the evening. And of course for Dana. Tightening up his nuts and hitting those high notes. Oh, my friend, you got some pipes. Oh, my goodness. Woo. How you doing, Kraken's Cove? I heard some woohoos over there. It's one thing about stand-up comedy that I really love. It's the only situation where the appropriate answer to any question is woohoo! You can't do that in the normal world. You imagine that? Going into your doctor's office, Mr. Detour, how you feeling today? Woohoo! Okay, I'm going to prescribe a large dose of Ritalin.
Yeah! I'm going to use that during MRI.
Go for yeah, been there, my friend. I was like, I don't know, you know, all I know is I see a squid on top of your head, so I'm assuming it's a soft tissue issue.
Yeah.
Yeah, imagine going to a family reunion. Your Aunt Elsie's at the head of the table. She's the matriarch of the family, 104 years old. You walk up to her, she kind of stands up, takes that outstretched hand, grabs a hold of you. How are you doing today, honey? Woohoo! Changed the whole scope of the family.
Party.
Yeah. You're home, you're with your girl. You got her bent over the couch. You're doing the best damn thing you've ever done in your life. You're going to town. You're having the best time. Yeah, you like that? You like that? She just looks back at you. Woohoo! Oh my gosh. I think I found the spot. That was good. That was a test. I wanted to see where we were at here up in Oak Harbor. I'm from Seattle, so I am incredibly happy to be here. Jeez. Thank you. Are you all excited for 2024? All right. I see most of you have already forgotten it's an election year. I had a good 2023. I had a really good 2023. I'm very proud to say I lost and I kept off over 50 pounds. Thank you. I tell you that because I'm incredibly insecure and I need constant reassurance. It's easy applause though, right? You know what I'm saying? But I feel good. You know, I've dropped a number of holes on my belt, and I tell you what, the number of women that are paying attention to me now, it is still zero. I guess it wasn't the weight. The weight wasn't the problem. I do feel good, though. I got to do something last summer that I haven't done in years. I went down to San Diego, California, and for the first time in a long time, I wore a tank top. So when the sun was out, show off them guns, baby. Yeah! I couldn't take it off, though. Does anybody here know what happens when you lose that much weight? You get loose, saggy skin. Yeah, I heard somebody say it. Yeah, that's right. I wanted a nice toned stomach. Instead, I ended up with a gut that looks like a used grocery bag. I had surgery, unfortunately, a couple years ago. They literally cut me right from here to here, a vertical line right down the center, and I thought if I lost weight, it'd kind of be like cheating and it would help it look like I had abs. That is not how that works, ladies and gentlemen. Everything kind of turned in on itself. Now I look like I've got 2 French loaves on a cookie sheet, just waiting to go in the oven. Anybody here remember those old butter top bread commercials from the late 80s and early 90s? Yeah, no matter how much butter you pour on this, it is not going to look delicious. That's not happening. Overall, from 2022, I lost 70 pounds. And I still have a C cup. Hey, eyes up here, birthday boy.
Are you sure you're not from LA? San Francisco.
I don't know how politically you want to get, but between San Francisco and LA, I don't have a good thing for Gavin Newsom. Let's just put it that way. It's bad enough I don't know what kind of shit I'm passing by in downtown Seattle, and I have a dog, so. Yeah, no, I do feel good though. But 2023 was all right, but the end of the year got a little bit rough. I'm not gonna lie to you. Thanksgiving night, I'm 47 years old. Thanksgiving night, for the very first time in my life, I hit a deer. I don't know how familiar you are with the general Seattle area, but I was in North Bend, Washington. Okay, some of you are going to get this. Fantastic. Okay, I was in North Bend, Washington. My brother lives up there. We had dinner at his place. It was a beautiful night. We walked out on the deck, and a beautiful doe walked right into the yard. Started talking a bunch of shit about my family, so I punched it right in the face.
Yeah, right.
Not a t-shirt. I did hit a deer, though. I hit a deer on the way home. I drove through North Bend, Issaquah, Preston, Bellevue. Now, like I said, I'm 47. I've been driving well over 30 years. And I've been through Eastern Washington, Idaho, Ohio, Utah, all the white states. Never hit nothing. I hit a deer with my cruise control in the right lane of Interstate 90, half a mile from the Mercer Island Tunnel.
No way.
Yeah. When I got home, I had to Google it. Are there fucking deer on Mercer Island? It's not as many as there used to be. That was Thanksgiving night. So you know what that means, right?
Dinner.
Dinner. Well, we'll get to that. No, it means if you didn't get what you wanted for Christmas, it might be because Santa's sleigh was going about 12% slower.
Oh!
Yeah, I don't know if it was Dancer or Blitzen, but as it bounced off my fender and kind of cartwheeled past my driver's window, I saw that it had a black nose, so at least I know it wasn't Rudolph. I think I would have seen Rudolph coming. It did some damage to my car, unfortunately. I made it home, not a big deal, but I had to start driving my backup vehicle, which is a 2000 full-size 1500 Dodge van. Now that's back from the era when they didn't mix the paint right, so all the paint's coming off the top. It's a bunch of rust and primer spots, and it's got tinted windows. So it looks like the kind of vehicle you're afraid to see outside of an elementary school. Free candy written on the side. When I first got it, my friends thought that would have been hilarious. Like, oh, you should put free candy on it. That'd be so funny. And I'm like, no.
I've done that.
Something about you saying that and wearing the squid hat just seems like, there's...
It wasn't my guy, it was a buddy's.
It was his buddies.
Yeah.
I couldn't do it, man. I told him, too. It was like, there's no way I'm writing free candy on the side of the van because people are going to look at that sign and they're going to look at this. They're going to believe that shit. Because I'm going to spell it with a K. I don't want to have to go on a list and go introduce myself to all my neighbors just because you wanted to tell a joke. That's more interaction than I need. But it's not a bad vehicle in the end, the truth of the matter is. Like I said, I'm from Seattle. The windows are tinted. It looks kind of like shit, which means I can go downtown Seattle and park it for as long as I want. And I never worry about it getting broken into because it kind of looks like someone might be sleeping in it. Which, thanks to Bidenomics, might be happening sooner than later.
Yes.
I eventually did get my car fixed. Now I'm trying to figure out what to do with the van. I'm thinking about parking it in the Soto area down by the stadiums and renting it out as an Airbnb. Oh, man. God, I'm 47, single, never been married, no kids. Hashtag winning.
39 those kids, never married.
Yeah, I know, you young punk. I talked about losing weight. You know how you know you're fat? When you've lost a bunch of weight and somebody, you come to a place like this, like, oh, somebody's birthday, and the first thing that goes through your head is like, I wonder if there'll be cake. Will there be cake?
Yeah, you want to come?
Do I want to come? What kind of cake is this? That shit is tasty. Talk about frosting. Oh my goodness. What'd you say, pop-up cake? Pop-up cake, want to come, frosting. This just keeps writing itself. She's shaking her head no. She's like, can we get back to the music, please?
We have the same mind.
You have the same mind? Oh, so neither of you are enjoying all my just jokes. Fantastic. Let's go back to cake. It's sugary and delicious. Yeah. Oh man, I don't know. 2023 was a good year overall. I mean, life-changing events happened in 2023, right? World-changing events. I am, of course, speaking of the release of the Barbie movie. Anybody here see the Barbie movie? I see a couple. Once again, woo! See, that's what I'm saying. Any questions?
My wife made me watch it.
She made you watch it. And they're just kicking and screaming, right? Can I confide in you for a minute?
Sure.
I didn't see the Barbie movie. And it's not because I'm a misogynist. It's not because I'm a proponent of the patriarchy. I mean, I am both of those things. It's not why I didn't see the movie. You know. I am not, and I have never been, a 7-year-old girl. I got a lot of flack for not seeing the Barbie movie, especially in the comedy community. Everybody thought they were funny, like, oh, were you not secure enough in your masculinity to see the Barbie movie? And that's not it. First of all, I grew up playing with He-Man action figures. Okay? That's a bunch of over-muscled dudes in their underwear swinging swords at each other. He-Man rode a giant green tiger into battle, called it Battle Cat. That cartoon couldn't have been any more gay unless the tiger was white and his real name was Siegfried, okay? You want to question my masculinity, that's probably a better place to start. You know? But I didn't see the movie. Hell, I didn't see Oppenheimer either. Didn't flip me shit for that. The movie tickets are $20 a piece. Popcorn, $10 a little bag. You want to get a soda, that's another $8 to $10. Gas is, $4 to $6 a gallon, depending on where you want to go. I didn't see the Barbie movie because I'm cheap. And if that doesn't confirm my manhood, I don't know what does.
Screaming now.
Yeah.
No excuse.
Yeah. I don't actually have that streaming service. Although Oppenheimer is coming out on one of the ones I got. I was like, all right, maybe I will see it. I don't know. But come on, let's be honest. Like, I just said I'm single, I don't have any kids. Like, is this really the face you want to see walking into a matinee of the Barbie movie with a bunch of little girls? You see that? The movie ends up, I walk out of the theater and Chris Hansen is standing there. Did you enjoy the movie? Did you really have a good time? Come sit in the chair. Come sit in the chair. Let's have a conversation. Is that your van parked outside? What kind of candy you got? Who's the candy for? Sit in the chair. I didn't just lose weight for my health. I did lose weight because I did want to be more attractive to the ladies. I am chronically single. You got me? Oh, really? Maybe not for long. Somebody at Kraken's Cove wants to wrap her tentacles around me. Do you want to see my scar? I'll dance, but my dignity costs a little bit more money than that. Like I get some dollar bills in my pants. You put some butter on it? We're going to test out the theory of that first routine, aren't we? I used to be on some of those swipe sites. Has anybody ever here been on one of those swipe dating sites? The apps? Yeah, they are the scratch and dent section of the dating world. At least in Seattle. I'll tell you what. I don't know what it's like up here. Seattle, I think the women are just out of their mind. I think it's too easy for women in Seattle. I ran across a profile. This is the honest God's truth. The woman's name was Eileen. And all it was a single picture, no biography, her just standing there going like this. I thought that joke could stand on its own. I swiped right on her. I figured she had a sense of humor. Did you just get it? We'll catch her. I did swipe right on her though. I thought she had a sense of humor. Wasn't that good though, because she didn't swipe right on me. I ran across another profile, once again, honest to God, nothing but one blurry picture, and all the biography said was HSV2, non-monogamous. Yeah. So let me get this straight. You're going to give me herpes and cheat on me? It has been a while. I'll swipe right. Like I said, I can't have kids, and it's because, I don't have any kids, and I can't have them now because of the surgery. There's some issues in there. We don't need to go into it, because, it's funny, but maybe you people. But I put it right in my biography on the dating sites. Very first paragraph, I say I can't have children. I actually got a message a couple months ago from a woman. Nice looking lady, 42 years old. She said, I'm looking to get married and have 2 children. What are you looking for? To which I responded, someone who can read. I said, it's just too easy for you, I guess. I don't know, bro. I haven't figured it out. I just don't know. But it's not the illiteracy and the herpes that gets me the most, to be honest with you. I think one of the things that drives me the most crazy is the women will put their requirements right in their biographies. I don't know if men do this, but I know women do. They'll say you got to be 6 feet tall, you got to make over $100,000 a year, and you've got to have. There's a type. I think they call that dance the propeller. I think somebody quoted me once. They said it's the rule of 3 6s: 6 feet tall, 6 figures, over 6 inches. Which kind of sucks for me because I've only got one of those things, and you can tell by looking at me it ain't money or height. But here's the thing: to get to that last one, you got to get to the first 2. So in this particular situation, it turns out the joke is on me. Yeah. It's not that big. 12 inches. I mean, I got to measure from my asshole to get that, but I know some of you are probably sitting there going, like, do you think he's really? Yes, I have. I used to say 10 inches in that joke. It was a pleasant surprise. I don't. I wish. I wish I had a big, I don't know, Carver, are you okay with a little profanity? I wish I had a big dick. I really do. There'd be no question you would know. Because I would wear bicycle shorts in December. I walk around in a top hat and a suit jacket, just swinging that thing around like a cane. But I don't. There's nothing you can do about it either, There's no exercises you can do. But they say that for every 30 pounds of weight you lose, you get back an inch. So I'm feeling pretty good about that weight loss. What else is going on in the world? Valentine's Day is coming up. Is anybody excited about that? I'm not. Not excited at all. When Christmas was over, we made it through Christmas.
Thank God.
Yeah, thank God. Does anybody else, did anybody get anything good for Christmas?
Woo!
One person has a good family. The rest of you, I think, have the same situation I have. My family gives shitty gifts. Shitty gifts. 2 years ago, not a joke, but I think it's funny. My mother, this seems appropriate for a seafood restaurant. My mother gave me a metal crab made out of an old metal oil can. Somebody had taken an old oil can and fashioned it into a crab. Yeah, it's the kind of shit my mom gives me. I think it's a collector's item. I think there were only ever 2 made because she gave the other one to my brother. That's right. For Christmas 2 years ago, my mom gave us crabs. She didn't give that shit to my sister. This year for Christmas, I got one gift from my family, and it was from my brother. My brother gave me a scale. And that's the gift that just keeps giving you self-consciousness. If I wanted to be disappointed in life every day, I would have had children. I don't know why I did that. He actually told me, he's like, well, you lost all that weight. I thought that it would be okay. It would be an appropriate gift. I was like, yeah, I appreciate that. But here's the thing. You know how I knew I lost all the weight? Because I already had a scale. That's what happens when your family does all its Christmas shopping at Costco. I did get one really cool present. And it's something I got myself. I got myself one of those miniature handheld percussion massagers. Has anybody seen any of these things?
Yes.
These things are fucking amazing, aren't they? Oh, and it's so versatile. It comes with 4 different attachments. It's got that hardened foam ball for just general purpose massage. It's got a weird flat attachment for like your pecs and your quads and like bigger muscles. The third attachment is a little weird to me. It's about the size and the shape of my index finger.
It didn't come with ours, no.
I have a feeling you know where this is going.
He's used it.
It's got 4 different settings. It's got your regular vibration. It's got like it'll go up and down, or if you turn it, it goes side to side. It's got another setting where it just does little circles.
It's been in my drawer.
I'll be careful saying some of that stuff when the music goes down. Sharper image. It's got those three settings. It's got the vibration, the side to side, up and down, the little circles, and then the 4th setting is very simple. It just keeps repeating the alphabet. Oh, the 4th attachment. The 4th attachment. It's like a 2-pronged fork. It's kind of like this, except one end is a little bit bigger than the other. I call that one the shocker. And I don't know what to tell you about that one. It feels really good. Yeah. I don't know. It's frustrating being single, especially around the holidays. I mean, I don't know exactly what I'm doing wrong, but Gary Ridgway had 3 wives. You guys know who that is? I hope I'm not in any weird spot like I.
No, that's weird.
He had three wives, and I can't get a right swipe from a Seattle 6 on Bumble. He got married 3 times, and I haven't had a date in over 3 years. By the way, thanks a lot for reminding me, Facebook. Zuckerberg. Yeah. August 7th, 2020. August 7th, 2020. It was a terrible day. She wouldn't get within 6 feet of me. You guys did pretty good on that, Oak Harbor. There's usually only 1 or 2 people in the crowd that get that one. I think that's a great joke. People always look at me funny like, how did you come up with 6 feet? It's like, yeah, we've been asking that question for 4 years now.
Yeah, was she wearing a mask?
She was actually pretty good looking. I have a feeling that if I would have been wearing a mask, she would have been as disappointing. You look, I don't want to sound weird, but you look like a decent looking young man, You ever meet somebody off the internet and you go and as soon as you run into them, they kind of do that.
Oh no.
Yeah. There was not a second date. I met her at a dog park actually, and there was at one point where I don't remember what it was. We had something in common. We did. And I was like, "Oh, that's really cool," and she went. I have a dog. Does anybody here have a dog? Dog lover? Yeah. A little quiet over here. I'm not asking if you fuck him. I'm just asking if I love my dog. He's really cool. He's 130 pounds. He's a Greater Swiss Mountain Dog. Yeah. Y'all are looking at me like, yeah, couldn't get a 120-pound girlfriend, so we got a 130-pound dog. But all I have to say about that is, who the fuck are you to judge? All the women are like, No, I love it. I actually gathered up all those round toys at one point. The round toys. And I took a photo with my phone, and now I can go around asking people if they want to see a picture of my dog's balls. Speaking of my dog's balls, he is intact. He has not been altered. I refuse to use the word fix. I'm sorry, ladies. That is a woman's term. Only a woman would think you could fix a male by cutting off his nuts. She's over here nodding vehemently. You better watch out. How do you hit those high notes? People flip your shit sometimes when you have a dog if you don't have children. I hear it all the time. I just want to tell these people that having a dog is not the same as having a child. And on behalf of dog owners everywhere, I just want to say, yeah, we know. That's why dog owners are so happy. My dog was potty trained in 2.5 months. How long was your kid in diapers? You know what I did? You know what I did for him on Christmas morning? Nothing. He's a dog. Did the same shit I did everywhere. I slept in. It was fantastic.
Winning.
Hashtag winning. That's true. I made Mike laugh. No, he's at home right now. I'd have somebody watch him because I checked on the hotel to see if they were dog friendly, and they are, but only to 20 pounds, and I didn't think I could tell that much of a lie. You know, they're going to look at my head and wonder where all the hair on the bed came from. It's going to be a bit awkward in it. Oh, no. I don't know. I don't understand women. I think that's part of the problem. I don't know if anybody saw this. A couple months ago, a woman put out on the internet a list of places not to take a woman on a date. Anybody hear about that? 28 places. Yeah. Let me give you some advice, ladies. If you want to help your man out, how about a list of places you do want to go? The first place on the list was Applebee's. Yeah. I gotta be honest, I've never been to Applebee's.
We're going after this.
Really? They got some cake? I'll go with it.
Bring it up, bitch.
Diet's off tonight. Yeah, no, listen, I've never been to Applebee's, but here's the thing, if God help me, if I ever do get another girlfriend and she plays that fucking game y'all seem to do, where it's like, I'm hungry, and I ask her where she wants to go, and she says, I don't know, I'm taking her to Applebee's. I will run that fucking list as long as I can. I don't understand women, it's frustrating. I haven't learned much, but I've learned one or two things. One thing I've learned is, if a woman tells you she thinks of you as just a friend, she is never gonna fuck you. If you're dating a woman and she tells you that some other guy is just a friend, she is fucking that guy. Hashtag believe all women. Yeah, whoever came up with that phrase never met my ex-girlfriend Jessica. It was a weird situation too. She actually, when the truth came out, she told me that, she cried for 2 days. She said her heart was hurting. Yeah, isn't that terrible? But you know what hurt even more? Being cheated on. Yeah, like that was... You want me to feel sympathy for you? That's like shooting a man in the chest, and while he lays on the floor bleeding out, you complain about the recoil bothering your wrist. Oh, that was a higher caliber than I thought. I thought that was a 9mm. That's not a 40 cal. That's a...
45.
Yeah, jeez. Stopping power. Oh, I don't know. Joke's on her, I guess. She's married with children now. Bitch. Hope her fucking kids have autism. Not that high-functioning shit either. I'm talking low-functioning, drool cup, 24-hour care. That shit doesn't run in my family. Our kids may have been bald and short, but they would have left the house at 18. You know what I'm talking about? That's my favorite part of my show. Yeah. I don't know. I hope wherever she is, she's miserable. I don't know. I still wonder what happened to that deer, though. I actually I went back to look for it, but it made it off the road. I don't know how much more time I have. How we doing back there, Mike?
You're fine.
Am I fine? Okay, I'm going to run a little bit longer until you guys get really sick of me. And then Mike will be hilarious and be like, that was way worth sticking through that for. It's like when you're playing after the karaoke. And you're like, oh my God. And then you start singing and it's like, oh, that's why we came. He's good. I forgot where. I just totally forgot where I was going. I don't know. I do miss food though. Dieting is tough. Has anybody here ever done like a hardcore diet? I miss food. I do. Some people are addicted to gambling. Some people are addicted to drugs. I'm addicted to food. And it's everywhere. And I don't know what it's like to suck dick for heroin, but I would punch a baby in the face for a slice of pizza. No, that's not a good thing. That's not good. That's not good. Well, that is not a good thing because I have never been satisfied with one slice of pizza. I actually told that joke, and a woman followed me to my car. She said, "Excuse me, I just want to let you know that I have a baby." I was like, "Oh my God. Is this woman going to ask me to punch her baby?" She held her baby up to show me. And that's when I stepped back, I put my hands up. And then I leaned in with a perfect right cross. I caught that little baby like a giant. Oh yeah, that little baby went down like a stone. You should have seen the look on her face. She was asking for it. I knew I could take her. That's what her mother said something to me, and I'll never forget it until the Alzheimer's sits in. She just looked me dead in the eye and was like, "So are you like a thin crust or a thick crust guy? You like meat lovers? Like meat lovers good?" Oh, she was thrilled. Yeah, she hadn't had a break in months. I did a set last week at a place called Spud's Pizza in Tacoma, and I completely forgot to do that bit. So I'm glad I remembered it tonight. It's depressing. Did anybody ever get depression? Yeah. Especially this time of year. That's kind of tough. Especially with all the holidays and being single. Anybody ever here been on antidepressants?
Yeah. Once.
I was on antidepressants once. Anybody ever think it's interesting that most antidepressants, one of the side effects is increased thoughts of suicide? And the one I was on, things still worked, but I couldn't feel anything. So now that I was in the kind of mood where I could be outgoing and meet a woman, I literally had no point in doing so. It was just, I could finally get laid, but I couldn't enjoy it. They actually came out with a new one recently. I was working out the other day, and I heard this commercial for, I don't know if you've seen it. It's for an antidepressant called Spravato. And I'm sitting there, and I hear this in the background. I was like, Spravato. It's an antidepressant. You put it in your nose, and you inhale it. I was like, well, that kind of sound like cocaine. And they continued on with all the side effects may include, et cetera, et cetera. And then they said, if you become dependent, talk to your doctor. I'm like, that pretty much sounds like cocaine. Why don't you just do cocaine? You don't need a prescription, and if you're sad because you don't have a lot of friends, you tell people you got cocaine and everybody wants to follow you around. At least in Seattle, yeah, geez. You know, it turns out it's not cocaine. It's ketamine. It's ketamine, yeah. That's right. If you're depressed, go talk to your doctor. He'll basically tell you to go snort K. And it's not just ketamine, it's S-ketamine. I looked that up. It's a more potent version of ketamine. Yeah. Made by Johnson & Johnson's parent company. Yeah. So if you're feeling depressed, you literally go to a company that makes Band-Aids. I never did cocaine or anything like that. It was just a line I didn't want to cross. I do, though. I do wonder what happened to that deer. Like I said, I went back on the, I got on the next exit and I went around to see if it was in the road. I didn't feel like I could just leave like that. I figured I don't know. But it was gone. And then I'm sitting there wondering, like, what happened to this deer? Okay, it made its way off the freeway. Did it make its way into somebody's yard? Did somebody find this deer in its yard, in their yard? And then I meant, like, what if they took it to like a rehab center, and then I sit there and imagine like the doctors are working on this deer trying to save its life. Come on, damn it, stick with me, Blitzen, don't you fucking die on me! But they realized it was just not it. There was nothing to do. It was too late. So they looked down at this poor deer, and before it died, I said, "Can you at least describe the man that hit you?" I just realized I forgot the setup for that joke. You guys want to rewind for one more minute? Why not? Fuck it. Imagine you never heard half that set. I know most of you want to. One of the interesting things that happened at the end of the year because of my weight loss, people would pull me aside and they'd say, "Excuse me, can I ask you a question?" "Yeah, go ahead." You don't have to answer it if you don't want to. It's not a big deal. You don't have, but I just wanted to ask. "Yeah, go ahead."
I mean, you can say no. Just ask the fucking question. Are you a cop? No. Well, you look like a cop. Okay. Doesn't bother me. Like, I'm honored. I appreciate it anytime somebody looks at me and thinks I have a job. I couldn't be a cop. I couldn't be a cop. I couldn't be a fireman. Like, those guys are heroes. I'm more of a, yeah. Are there any cops in the world? Okay. Like everything. We've been drinking and plan to drive later. No, they're heroes. I'm more of a coward. Yeah. They run into burning buildings. They run towards gunfire. I'm more likely to run, like I've lost 50 pounds. I'm more likely to run towards an ice cream truck. See, I was supposed to say that at the beginning of the set and I forgot. But I wonder what happened to that deer. And I imagine sitting on the table as they're sitting there trying to save this poor deer's life, and they finally look down at it and say, hey, can you at least describe the man that hit you? And with its dying breath, just like Tupac, it looks up and says, he looked like a cop. That's a callback. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for coming out to the Kraken tonight. My name is Bruce Troy, and it's still Bruce Troy. We got an amazing night coming up for you next. I don't know, is Kevin supposed to introduce him or should I? Yeah. So give it up one more time for your host and the owner of the bar, who I'm about to go move some food and drinks off of, Kevin! Keep it going for Bruce, you guys. Come on, man. I just want to remind you that